Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to present about image compressing using the discrete cosine transform. A typical image compression system is illustrated. The original digital image is usually transformed into another domain where it is highly decorrelated by transform.
Before we start, we need to identify discrete cosine transform first. The one-dimensional discrete cosine transform is a mathematical operations used to convert a sequence of data points into a series of cosine functions. The one-dimensional discrete cosine transform are characterized by expressing the sequence as a sum of cosine functions with varying frequencies. In image compressions, it can be applied to each row or columns of pixels in images, and the resulting coefficients will be quantized and further compressed by using techniques like Huffman coding or one-length encoding. When we reconstruct the image, the inverse of one-dimensional DCT is applied to regenerate the original pixel values. Next, it is the two-dimensional discrete cosine transform. It is an extension of one-dimensional DCT to two-dimensional data, such as images or matrices. The two-dimensional DCT break down an image into its frequency components by decomposing into a sum of cosine functions in both horizontal and vertical directions. It has the ability to concentrate most of the signal energy into a small number of coefficients, making it possible to represent the image efficiently by discarding coefficients of lower importance, and significant compression ratio can be archived without perceptible loss of qualities.
Now I will tell you about the quantization. Quantization is a key step in reducing the size of the image data while maintaining an acceptable level of visual quality. The image is divided into small blocks, typically 8 by pixels each. In quantization, these coefficients are divided by values from a quantization matrix and then rounded to the nearest integer. And to measure how much compression is obtained from a quantization, we need to know about the entropy coding. The common entropy coding technique used after quantization is run-length encoding, which is RLE. Instead of explicitly storing each coefficient, RLE encodes in the range of 0 as a pair of values. This will reduce the amount of data needed to represent the quantized coefficient. Other than RLE, we also have Huffman coding that will assign variable length codes to symbols based on their probability of occurrence. It is used to encode the non-zero DCT coefficients and then the symbols representing zero run length. Shorter codes are assigned to more frequently occurring symbols, while longer codes are assigned to less frequent symbols, resulting in efficient compression.
Baseline visual coding is for image with 8-bit sample and use Huffman coding only. It also differs from other visual DCT codec in that if decoder can store only two sets of Huffman table. One is a feed table and DC table. For many applications we do need to use interleave free color components. In this restriction is hardly a limitation at all color space with represent for chromatic information in the two components and the achromatic information in the third, and more efficient for compression than the space like RGB. In compression and picture quality, it have to reduce the storage size of image while attempt to preserve their visual quality. They have two compression that is lossy and lossless. In lossy compression, the DCT-based compression techniques such as used in JPEG are typically lossy. It means that some information from each original image is discarded during compression. This loss of information can be resolved reduction in picture quality, particularly in terms of fine detail and sharpness. Loose-leaf compression is reduce the size of image file without any loss of information. This means that while the image is decomposed, it's identical to original, while loose-leaf information maintain image quality perfectly. It's not achieved as high compression ratio as loosely method. Look at the image, you will see the loosely is blurry than the loose-leaf.
In conclusion, image compression using the discrete cosine transform offer an effective approach to reducing storage requirement and transmission bandwidth while maintaining acceptable image quality. Its widespread adoption in various domains underscore its significance in the field of digital image processing and compression. Thank you.